Welcome to Seriously Social, the podcast where we talk about everything that might be happening either in marketing, social media, tech, and now AI. I'm 𝗣𝗢𝗓𝗢𝗖𝗓, the CEO and founder of Sociallyin. We are one of the few agencies in the nation that only focuses on social media. We're looking forward to an exciting episode.
One.
It's the very first episode.
It's nice to meet everybody. My name's 𝗣𝗕𝗢𝗓𝗖𝗓, like social. I'm Keith's business partner in the business, and today we have a lot of exciting jam-packed stuff for you all, but I'm not going to take too long of an intro. If you know anything about me, I love social, I love positivity, and we have a good bit of segment on that today. I'm so excited to jump into it.
Cool. I'm Nisha. I have been with Sociallyin for 7.5 years. I am our creative director, so I'm here to keep the guys on track, keep us talking and moving and chatting, and I'm excited, so let's jump into it, shall we?
Let's do it.
Okay, episode 1, we're going to talk about social commerce, which is huge right now. It's basically buying and selling products through social, right? So people used to put in their link tree to send you to another website and all this good stuff, and now there's Instagram shopping, TikTok shop, Facebook has shops, Snapchat has shops, YouTube has shops.
Every platform,
I think Pinterest has shopping, so you can buy directly through the platform. So
yeah, you upload your credit card, you make your buyer profile, put in your shipping address, and
It's all saved.
one click, one buy. You're forgetting about Whatnot, one of the biggest
Whatnot.
social commerce platforms.
Really second right now. Opposite right after TikTok.
It basically reduces the barrier to entry to like one step, right? It used to be link in the bio. You would go click the link. Then on the link, you would click to the website. And then on the website, you'd get to the landing page. And then on the landing page, you're scrolling to find the item you want. You don't have to do any of those steps.
Convoluted, right? Like if the marketing manager forgot to update the link tree or somehow one letter in the domain or the URL was broken, then it didn't get to the right person. A lot of times I'd see a product being featured on an organic post, and then I'd go to the link tree, and then I couldn't find the product on the site. So it just kind of streamlines the whole process. And then, the one-click buy, which Amazon famously invented, so to say.
I use that button way too much.
I think the big thing here, along with what both of you all said, is the reporting clarity, and then what a lot of Fortune 500, Fortune 5000 marketing team CMOs have been talking about, which is, social ROI. So because data is so hard to track from social actions, social commerce almost makes it seamless to now actually show the true ROI, because it's so natural and so seamless, like you both said, to where if you put something out organically, you have the metrics, you see the exact dollar value that you generated, because everything is now in one central location. So I think the clarity around social value and the reporting capabilities is also improved. Yeah.
Pretty much any time we go to present to a client their quarterly business review or their annual business review, we go through like 70 slides of content, great numbers. We're like, everything's in the green, it's up. And then at the end, they have the same question every single time, which is like, what does this mean for our sales?
Yeah.
And usually, or in the past, it used to be, well, you can figure it out through this. We're going to have to also talk to your sales team, blah, blah. Now it's like, here are the exact number of people that clicked on the button. This is how many people actually bought something once they clicked on that button. So, and you lose a lot less people, right? So like we were talking about the barrier to entry being lower.
That's right.
All those steps they had to take, at any of those steps, you could lose the person. Like you're like, actually, I don't really need it that badly.
Yeah.
Just check out.
Exactly. Especially for impulse buys.
Are you an impulse shopper?
Yeah, for sure.
I am.
I think we all are.
Are you
to
an
a certain
impulse shopper?
extent.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'm only an impulse. It's just not a bad impulse, but it's like if I really like something, I'm like fixated on it.
I feel like anyone would say their own impulse was not an impulse.
Right.
Me, there's not a high volume where I'm not naturally
Okay, true. So it's not happening like every day.
Things,
yeah.
But it's common about, I just like naturally want something. I'm like, I'm going to get that.
I'm more impulse on deals.
Okay.
And I am not.
That's not only for deals, actually. So.
It is hard to pass up a deal, which is like all I see on TikTok shopping. It's like, you have to buy. So one thing that got me recently is, I don't know if any of y'all are interested in face masks, or if you've seen Sarah behind the camera, the MetaCube. Have you seen the MetaCube face mask?
Oh, yeah.
I just used one the other day. It's like a pink collagen face mask, and you put it on for like 3 hours, and then it turns clear.
That's pretty cool.
You should buy it on my TikTok. No, I'm just kidding. But I bought it, tried it out the other day, and I was like, wow, I need 20 more of these. I love it so much. But because I just kept seeing it all over my For You page, and every person that's trying to sell it to me is like, right now it's 20% off. You have to get it because it's not going to be 20% off much longer. And I totally like buy into the deal.
For sure.
The first person that really pushed those was actually Hailey Bieber. which is how it kind of got big. And then all creators were like pushing that particular product, and I got scooped in.
Yeah. Fun fact: I'd actually not bought a single item from TikTok
Really?
Shop.
Have you? Is that okay? Wait, TikTok Shop or Instagram Shop? Any shop?
None social shop. That bought product from no social.
You haven't? Sarah, have you?
Oh yeah.
What have you got?
The stain remover.
Oh yes, I have too. So Sarah said the
like
messy
that.
stain remover. I have one. I actually have it.
To know the demographic of buyers, is it mostly men? Is it female?
Probably wouldn't.
I have a couple of statistics we could probably talk about. So I wrote some down that I pulled. I can put the sources somewhere on screen, but 71% of Gen Z prefers to discover new products on social media. And then as far as people actually purchasing, it looks like this is specifically for TikTok, but 49% of TikTok users buy after seeing products that have been promoted. Yeah. That's a really high percentage.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, I've purchased a few things through Instagram and TikTok. I'd say like total of 4, so not anything crazy, but if I see something a certain number of times, I'm like, I have to try it.
Yeah. I see a lot of stuff that piques my interest, but then I've never actually taken the action of putting in the cart and purchasing. Yeah,
that's surprising.
Yeah, so some of these stats say that right now the demographic is skewing towards women using shop social commerce a little bit more, but it's not much. So 2023, which is an old stat at this point, so I'm assuming it's completely changed. 47% of women versus 41% of men used Instagram to purchase a product.
Yeah, I mean, that's significant.
The purchase of a product is different than what we're talking about. Yeah. Because I purchased a product, actually, this watch was from Instagram.
Right.
But it wasn't Instagram shop.
So you found the watch through someone promoting it on Instagram.
Yeah.
But then you went to their website and purchased.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So both are social commerce at the end of the day. But yeah, I think the actually shopping in-app
about is in-app. Yeah.
Is
live,
like taking it to the next level. Yeah. And there's a lot of like creators that are making money off of this at the end of the day, right? Like influencers and creators both. Yeah.
I agree. I mean, the big thing is where brands need to start to lean into it because individual people have jumped on it quicker.
Yeah.
You know, it makes sense on social. But there's a lot of value in what brands are doing. It's going to really change the entire retail space, the entire consumer packaged goods space.
Yeah.
There's a fun fact here that says that people are more likely to buy off of a creator on TikTok versus a brand that they've seen 10 times to the 1. So if you be a creator one time that maybe has some affiliation with versus if you saw that same brand promoting the product 10 times, you're more likely to buy from the creator.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's trust. I think it's, like I said, you have an affiliation. It's something that the brand hasn't connected on with you quite yet. Yeah. And because you're more human to human, the creator has. And I think that trust immediately eliminate some of the barriers that people have when they're going to purchase.
It feels real.
Yeah.
Like I think a lot of us have parasocial relationships with people that we see online. We're like, that's my friend. And I trust everything that they say.
Right.
The other thing I haven't seen brands do, at least not in my feed or the ones that I've researched outside of QVC, is going live for 8 hours, right? A lot of these creators are going live for like 8, 12 hours at a time. And then they have slots that they're, 1 hour is going to be for X product. Yep. The second hour is going to be for Y product. And it allows the creator to have an 8-hour long stream because they're not just talking about one product. They might be talking about a category of products like healthcare or plants or household, whatever. But when you're a brand, you kind of are stuck in what you're
that makes sense
attempting to do.
Yep.
Now, here's an idea. What if a brand goes live for 8 hours? Maybe 4 hours of that segment is about their brand in an entertaining fashion. And then the rest of the 4 hours is not competitor brands, but complementary brands, right? So maybe it's a paint company also reviewing home decor.
Yeah.
Or also reviewing, different things like rugs or light fixtures or cabinets that might go along with the paint itself.
Right.
That makes sense. I recommend often when our clients are putting together content strategies to think about all the other things that you can bring as far as value to your audience, right? So whether they're creating a live stream for 8 hours or a 15-second piece of content, it doesn't always have to be about selling the product. It's more about
it has to be
value.
entertaining.
Yeah.
Entertaining.
Entertaining, educational.
Commerce-tainment.
Yeah.
Yes.
I agree. Two fun facts or two fun stats about exactly that. You have a 30% higher conversion rate on live shopping posts or static posts, even videos. So on TikTok, on Instagram, and then 55% of shoppers won't convert unless they see a real person using the product. So to the point of the live shopping, it doesn't have to be
unboxing, how to, actual use case. I also like the format, and some creators are doing this, again, going back to QVC, who's done it really well, is having two people within the feed.
Right.
And I actually recently watched an interview with the CEO of QVC, and they measured down to the talent that's in this stream, and I'm talking about on their television networks. And then they also have a streaming channel, which is QVC Plus. Basically, you can subscribe to it and purchase through streaming, like an app like Netflix. But they measure down to the talent, right? So it might be Kaushal and Nisha, and they're measuring the conversion rate that you guys have versus the next segment that might be happening. And then they switch out talent, and then talent that is converting higher, they'll keep on the programming. So I don't know. I think brands are going to have to start thinking in that way, is like, okay, what's my talent look like? And then measuring the conversion rate of that talent. And then also what that segment is about, right? Like 30 minutes on a live session is better than 0, but what you're really aiming for is those multi-hour sessions.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. I think what's really going to happen is the way people are changed, buying habits in the industries it's impacting. So I'm talking about major change across what most people are accustomed to. Amazon. So I mean, Amazon, I think Gary Vee said this, but he said this is one of the only true threats to Amazon as a company because of the nature of what it's going to do in the real world impact. Retail, people are going to buy less in store because now you're buying online from real people that you saw actually use it, and it's direct to you, right? So I think
but don't sleep on Amazon, because Amazon years ago actually introduced, and it's still on your Amazon app, right? Like if you go to your Amazon app,
the shopping feed,
the Discover feed, so which is, well, it's not there anymore, at least not for me. But there used to be a Discover feed towards the bottom, and it was just like a Instagram feed, right? Like creator videos of the products that you either looked at. So it might change. I have a business.
I think they'll also adjust it because the format hasn't been the most optimal, I believe, when they released it. Because, fun fact, I think TikTok right now owns 68% of the market share in live shopping. Whatnot is obviously a second. The rest really pretty much the rest. The rest of the social platforms are sleeping, and they will wake up. It's going to follow suit, but Meta, Amazon, all of those guys have to adjust because it's changing fast.
Yeah. I mean, Amazon has an entire creator program, as well as an influencer, like affiliate program. So they're trying, I wouldn't say trying to compete, they are competing in trying to make their app feel the same way as these social apps by making it a social platform as well.
Yeah. Agreed.
Awesome.
Top 3 categories that I've seen do well right now on live social commerce that if you're in this category you should take advantage of is beauty, t-shirts, and vitamins. Fun fact. So a good company that I've seen that's been doing a real life example of live shopping is Mary Ruth Organics.
I have seen
it's a vitamin company, modern vitamin company. They go live and they're doing a little bit of what Keith actually talked about, which is commerce statement. It's not only just pushing the product, but going live, being relatable to their audience, talking about the backstory, the benefits obviously of the product, but then almost making it more of an experience than an actual product.
I would love to see a brand do almost like a game show incorporated into, right? So you're going live for 4 hours, and then maybe one segment is similar to Guess the Price.
Yeah.
What's the show called?
Price is Right.
The Price is Right. And then maybe the next segment is like How to Be a Millionaire. Okay. And then maybe they're bringing in customers, and then there's a host. I think, making it, again, entertaining and figuring out ways to incorporate that could be huge.
I feel like I don't know that there is that right now. I haven't seen it myself, but I feel like there are a lot of different ways people are going live. I just don't see it that much. And I think it's still not like ramped up in the States as much as it is in other countries.
It's still huge.
To where but I'm just saying, like, I, as a follower, as a user of the platform, rarely see the lives, those types of lives very often. I do see lots of videos, like every other video is a creator trying to sell me something, but I haven't seen a lot of the lives. And so I'm wondering.
Yeah, I agree with that.
When that might be.
Maybe we need to spend more time on the live section.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I was like, I watch actually a lot of lives. More of mine are around the sports realm because
I want to know what lives to watch.
But if you do, mine are mostly in the sports realm or sometimes games. So there's one guy who does, I can't remember his name, but he has a little, like it's a mind game where you have to move the blocks all onto the left side. They all start on the right, but the bigger blocks can be on top of a smaller
block. It's like Twitch, but on TikTok?
Yeah. But so I watch things like that, and then sports streams where people are playing against each other or battles between people. That's a big one, which is funny enough because live shopping, I wonder how that gets incorporated into just people who go live battling that like naturally have a product. Like if this was Pepsi or a Coke or something, right? But then, people, you are affiliated with that person and you'll maybe buy it. But what I've seen is, because I watch live, more live gets integrated into my feed, and I have seen live shopping, mostly clothing.
Yeah, I see a lot of like t-shirt, but it's not fun to the point that I want to stay on it.
I agree.
It's usually like a warehouse of t-shirts, and then someone at the front being like, "Hey, we have this
really
t-shirt.
Bad. Yeah.
We also have this
t-shirt. And I'm like, we have this. Yeah. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. Versus what QVC did, which is like super entertaining, really nice set.
I think it'll evolve.
The talent is like personable, fun to watch.
My favorite is the toilet guy. So I have seen one. He has a plunger. It's like a super plunger, supposedly, and he has a toilet, and it's like a see-through toilet, so you can see the clogged pipes and stuff. So all he's doing is going live for 2, 3, 4 hours, clogging it with like shit, shirts, and things, and then he gets the plunger, and and then it becomes unclogged.
What the heck?
It was like,
I was like, that is
But I mean, all the time.
It's a shout out to
two people. It's a husband and a wife team. They bake cookies, and they go live 8 hours a day, every single day, 7 days a week, and they're doing $30,000 a month. That's TikTok Shop, and they bake cookies from their home.
I think I need to switch careers. I'm out actually. I think
just maybe eat your cookie.
Like, wow, that's crazy. 30,000. How much? 30,000 what?
A month.
A month.
Selling cookies.
Reducing cookies.
So what are they selling?
Cookies.
Oh. They're selling the cookies.
Yes.
They make cookies. They go live them.
I thought that was just their bit, and they were like selling some product.
No, they sell cookies.
That's even wilder, right?
That's like my mind is blown.
That's why I think there's a big opportunity for Jubilations on the cheesecake side going live and showcasing that whole thing. But
true. All right. Anyone have anything else to add specifically on social commerce? I was just going to shout out a few brands. So like 𝗣𝗢𝗗𝗖𝗔𝗦𝗧 Cosmetics is one that I have seen do a really good job. They were actually the first brand featured when TikTok Shop did like a super brand day event on TikTok Shop. It was like for an entire day, they just shouted out 𝗣𝗢𝗗𝗖𝗓 Cosmetics. And so the whole platform was able to see this one brand because I guess they were the first brand that like bought in. And then they were doing like a deal where they were offering, if you buy something, you also get a free, I think it was like a Power Grip primer, and it was like $15 value, but you get that for free. So like that was their bit. I'll have to find the number. I wish I had it. How much money they made. I would like to know before we jump from this topic, what are products that you have seen or brands that you have seen? So you said, was it Mary Ruth Organics. The few that I have seen, Medicube, all over my For You page. Has anyone seen the She Legit honey? I see this all over. I see a lot of, I think it just knows that I have insomnia because a lot of mine are like sleep masks or like mouth tape or like, do you need these? Yeah, it knows everything about me. You need these headphones. I see the Tarte under, this is also for sleep, the Tarte under eye, what is it, concealer. It's like, didn't get enough sleep? Don't worry. You can put this concealer and look like you've slept 12 hours. So mostly what I see is beauty and health and wellness type stuff. I have bought a book and I have bought a sweatshirt for a friend through TikTok Shop. What are some other brands or products that you've seen?
I'd actually see more, not the big prominent brands. I don't know if Ellen or anything else to say gets, and this is the big opportunity in this space.
Yeah.
It's like brands you've not even really heard of. So I see a lot of tool things. So it's like a screwdriver, like a 1 in 80 screwdriver, and they'll have that. I see a lot of this, I think it's like coconut coconut oil like type of toothpaste that supposedly makes your teeth like insanely white. I see a lot of those for some reason, but
Have you heard of oil pulling?
I've heard of it, but I've not. I don't know what it is.
It's basically like you.
Sounds disgusting.
I don't know.
Well, they say that it
You
works.
put oil and you swash your oil in your mouth.
Yeah,
Ew.
it is. You're supposed to.
I don't like the consistency of.
I don't either, but you put like coconut oil, and it's supposed to pull out all the like bad bacteria.
Yeah, that's the like Ayurvedic bullshit.
But I see it all over my For You page.
I see it.
They're like,
Those
they're gonna get me one of these days. I'll be like, I'm gonna try this. But you have to like swish it in your mouth for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
30 minutes.
Or 20 minutes or something like that. It's like
What?
a long time.
No, I can't get behind
But
that. But I see a lot of like snack products, so like small
yeah.
snacks, whether it's like a healthy snack or like a candy of some sort or a gummy. So I've seen a lot of those do well that people are selling.
How
Yeah.
about you?
I see a lot of card trading.
Yes, I did actually see.
You're on a card trading.
Like, Pokemon is a lot. Yeah.
Friends, sports card trading. That's about it. I don't watch much live, so like I don't see much.
All right. Big takeaway for me from here is the projections say that this year's in-app checkout, social commerce, just in the general space, should hit $1.2 trillion as an industry. By 2030, they're expecting it to be a $6 to $8 trillion market. So
Holy moly.
most shopping, the predictions say most shopping will be done on social. Not in
Majority.
store, not on websites, on social media.
I can see that.
Yeah. It's impressive. I think a big takeaway for me, like as far as within, this is small thinking, but like for our clients at the agency, I have found most of them to be quite slow or hesitant to want to get into shopping. But I think being able to share this type of information and saying like, it's so worth it. It literally is the future. It's the present as well. Like it's happening. Yeah. It's where people are and it's the easiest way for them to purchase. And it's proven to be effective. I think getting them on the shops is like you're already there. You're already putting out content. You're already putting in so many resources. Take that next step.
Right.
Do you have
Totally agree.
Do you have one bold takeaway?
No, but this past year, TikTok Shop generated $100+ million on one Black Friday, 2024.
I didn't see that set. Yeah.
I wonder how much Amazon did.
Oh, Amazon did billions in budget. It's also a different, not a
But yeah,
fair
that's
comparison.
crazy though, and it's also new relatively for
100 million
for the app.
TikTok.
In one day.
Yeah,
in one day. That's insane.
that's so epic.
That's crazy. Okay, should we move segments?
Let's switch it up.
Okay, we're moving on to my For You page. So this is when you can bring anything to the table. This is now your For You page, and you get to share it with us. It can be absolutely anything. Kaushal, why don't you start us off? Something that you want to share with the table.
I have two. I have one that's like really more of my day-to-day page, typically what I'm seeing on a constant, but I've seen one recently that's relatable to brands, to businesses on social that I think has been really cool. So Final Boss Sour is a sour candy, and it's been going insanely viral. And it's a little bit of a unique one because you should see the videos that the creators are doing behind it. But really what made them, I think, stand out is and I saw this because I saw a video.
Fruit.
I saw a video from their marketing team, and they talked about what their strategy was. So the cool thing about it is it's a candy that has like 3 phases of the sour, and people are challenging each other to see like to what phase you can handle.
Wow.
So it's like a first part, and then it like dissolves a little bit, and then it gets to the next part, and then it's like a next intense flavor of sour, and then it gets to the third part, and so people are challenging each other. But they created a whole gaming ecosystem kind of behind this concept. So if you go to their website, they have like these games that you can play that actually
the whole branding is game like level 1 later.
Yeah.
And then you get the actual product, and then you do the challenge, and then it's been going crazy.
Should we do the challenge on our
I think on the next one we should do it. Let's order it. Get it. I think it's on TikTok Shop, so we
leave
can
us
buy
a comment if you think I'm gonna win the Final Boss Sour challenge.
They're winning because of the creators. I've seen ASMR videos for like 2-minute ASMR videos where people are talking about it. I've seen quick unboxing videos, but creators are jumping on it hard.
Yeah, I mean their branding is awesome. It fits exactly. Yeah,
It's really cool. I saw it actually I think the day before yesterday, and I was like, I need to look into this.
And it plays into the health trend, which is real fruit.
Okay, shout out Final Boss Sour. I learned
Final
something
Boss Sour.
today. I'm inevitably going to see it all over my For You page now that I've said it out loud, but that is awesome. Cool.
Exactly.
Okay, you said you had two things. What's
Yeah, the second one is, I've seen some people talk about this also, but it's the impact of the For You page from a positive and negative standpoint. And so what I'm talking about here is what you consume is ultimately, honestly, who you are.
Yeah.
And I've, social media, and there's this whole, stigma of like the negativity behind it. And so my For You page, honestly, 99% of the time consists of, motivational quotes, positivity, people inspiring others, people doing good things in the world. And, a lot of people talk about the negative things that they see. And the big thing here that I believe is that you are what you consume. And so if you're focusing on that, then that's ultimately what you're going to see on your For You page. My For You page is all about happiness and people doing the right things, and people holding themselves accountable and trying to become better people. And that's really what I see 99% of the time, outside of the sport or occasional meme or some social media related topic. And I think if you're somebody who leans on the other side that sees more negative things, you need to start to audit that. And then two, if you start to see it's a certain type of person you follow, going back to the point of social media is not interest media, it's not even that relevant anymore. It's honestly about what you have interest in. So if you see that you're leaning towards the negative side, hit the not interested option. If you hit those three dots on the right hand side, not interested, I promise you'll start to see less of that.
True. I always see comments that are like, I built my For You page brick by brick. There's a reason I'm seeing this video. But it's true. You really build it. So if there's something you don't like, unfollow, get rid of it. You can, on any platform these days, you can like hit the little three buttons, be like, I don't want to see this anymore. I don't like this. Or, if there's something you want to see more of, like follow more of that.
It happened to me on X, because on X, I use that platform primarily to keep up with, like what's happening in the stock market, what's happening politically. I'm not a big political person, but that's where I see that information. And just randomly, some guy that leans really, really right just started popping up randomly. And I was like, man, I don't know why I'm seeing this. So I just started to hit not interested, not interested, not interested. And eventually he just stopped showing up. But like I said, if you have an interest in something, the algorithm may pick it up. It starts to show you something. But if you feel like it's negatively impacting you, that's my tip for you, is not interested. Yeah.
I can totally agree with that.
All right. Keith, what are you bringing to the table today?
Yeah, so I came across this new health exercise method. It's called the Japanese walking method. It's supposed to be really good for your cardio health. Okay. And essentially what it is you walk at a regular rate for 5 minutes, and then you walk at a brisk rate for 3 minutes, and you multiply that 4 times. So you're essentially walking like 32, 33 minutes at a time. And it's supposed to multiply the benefits of walking like 10x.
Interesting.
And it's nothing new, right? So I don't know how many people in Japan actually do this, but it's from Japan. And there's a lot of research behind it. And it supposedly increases your VO2 max score. It helps you burn specifically visceral fat, which is fat around your organs. And overall, it's just a way, if you're going to walk, you might as well maximize the outcome of the walk.
Walk better than everybody.
Walk better than everybody.
I do like a bit.
That's really cool.
I've seen it slowly start to adapt into the fitness space. It's not exactly what Keith is talking about, which is like literally walking, because I think the concept is the same. But people have been doing it on treadmills, and at least I've been following for quite some time now. So when they're on the treadmill, they'll start at a small pace of like 3.0, 3.2, and then they'll speed it up maybe for like 3 or 4 minutes. They'll speed it up to maybe a 6 or a 7, do that for 2 minutes, then pretty much rotate for about a 30-minute cycle from going to that walking to
think about it, that is exactly what I do on the treadmill, but mostly it's because I get to the 6 and then I get tired.
But it now makes sense.
But
and I go back and forth.
Right.
No, yeah, I do like a 3.
Between 4 and
So where did you first see this or hear about it?
I saw it on YouTube, actually. Fitness influencer, science-based fitness influencer. And they were just talking about how you can burn and increase your cardio.
Have you been doing it?
I've done it 3 times and I like it. It's fun. It's not just straight walking for 30 minutes. It also doesn't feel like 30 minutes because you're breaking it up into 4 segments. You're like, all right, 1's done, 2's done, 3's done, 4's done. I'll keep trying it, and if I look thinner, that's not good.
Okay, great. Well, I came to share this very fun video that has been going viral on social. I asked both Keith and Koshal before they got here if they've seen it. They haven't, so we're gonna live react. I'll put it on the screen, but how do I show both of you? Should I
Just put it.
Okay. It's this video that someone caught on their Ring camera, okay? So we're all going to enjoy it together.
That's hilarious.
It's just little bunnies.
No.
Is that not the cutest video you have ever seen?
That's funny.
Oh, did it go
How
up?
they have so many?
Yeah, so
bunnies?
videos like that don't come up on my feed.
Yeah, at all.
Well, that video is AI.
What? Saying, I was wondering where the bunnies came from.
I was fooled and I was so sad because after I saw that video, I then saw the same video of a raccoon and a bear.
Jumping on the trampoline.
And I was like, something is weird here. And then I saw like 3 more videos that were like, did you get fooled by the AI bunnies? Because I did. For a second, you had been fooled for all time if I didn't tell you.
True.
Okay? It's crazy.
I really was wondering where the bunnies came from. I was like, they just...
It's in the, yeah, obviously. They wanted,
fence. He had a fence.
they wanted to jump on the trampoline.
What they do? They jump the fence?
Yeah, they're bunnies.
I feel it.
But like, yeah, it's crazy. Did you guys see I think it went around in our Slack channel, the kangaroo who was trying to board the plane.
And then, I literally thought that was real until the people called it out.
That is a little less realistic
awesome.
for like, this looks so real. And then it was
does
like
look real.
formatted to look like it was taken on a Ring camera. It's just like,
It's a great job. So, I mean, the other day, Elon tweeted that AI video creation is improving at a crazy rate.
Yeah.
And just two or 1 day ago, Grok released their AI video generation capability. Haven't played around with it, but apparently it's like top tier.
Interesting.
it's crazy what you can do. And how
Just in the
it's just getting better at taking out things that make it obvious that it's AI. So if you watch that again, one of the money disappears. So then you're like, oh. Because like it just out of thin air, it just goes away.
Right. But sooner or later,
Yeah,
that
those
will
things
be
won't
fixed,
happen.
It will. Okay.
You won't have
I mean,
6
Meta's
fingers on the
models
hand.
are now at a pace where they're self-improving.
Wild.
Scary. But like also exciting.
And not just Meta's model, but many models are now self-improving.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, well, if anyone else sees AI videos and they want to fool me, I would love to see that. Please show them my way. I am always like, I watch them 8 times. I'm like, how? Okay, now we're gonna go into thumbs up, thumbs down. Everybody gets to share one thing, and we all thumbs up, thumbs down. Pretty simple.
Yep.
Let's go this way. Okay, you start.
All right. So first thing
Thumbs up
for
or thumbs
me,
down.
is should brands, specifically Fortune 500, Fortune 5000 brands, jump on mega trends, even if it might not align with their brand, voice, persona, etc., like the Coldplay concert?
I say thumbs up, but I have an asterisk.
Okay.
Thumbs up? Okay.
I think I go thumbs up because there is risk involved, and I know for a long time brands have been just super concerned with, and I get it, there's big impact in the world when a brand does something and how it plays out. But I think as brands become more reliant on the only thing that matters in marketing nowadays, which is brand, they're going to understand that brand is created by the platforms, by the culture and what's happening in the real world, and by events exactly like the Coldplay concert. And if you want to stay relevant, you want to continue to outpace and win, I think you have to, even if it isn't fully aligned with your tone of voice or the way your brand typically acts.
Yeah, I kind of agree. So I think that, yes, brands should not be afraid to jump on something just because it doesn't necessarily meet their brand tone of voice. Like, at Sociallyin, we always say, like, make the box bigger, right? Like, yeah, we all have guidelines. We all have to stick to something. But, like, if we don't stretch that and be innovative, we're just boring and we get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
So it's like, I do think that there is a way. I have an example. I don't know. Sarah probably knows, but do y'all know who 𝗣𝗢𝗓𝗢 is?
No.
Okay. She's on The Bachelor. She's on multiple reality TV shows. She now has her own podcast. She's made her name in the influencer space. And she just did a collab with Miracle-Gro.
Mm-hmm.
Miracle-Gro helps you grow grass, bushes, all this stuff. And she just did this whole campaign with them that's like, I'm growing a full bush this summer. which like obviously has another connotation. And but that's her brand.
Yeah.
And like Miracle Grow could totally have been like, that's not,
I can see
family.
I can't see tagging onto the Coldplay
So that's what I'm saying.
or like a really corporate professional company.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I feel like you have to be aware of like when it works for you and when it doesn't. But I guess my thing would be like, don't be afraid to at least think about it. Like try it out, see if it's for you. If at the end of like, it goes through the approval stages, someone came up with the idea, we created it, before you post, if you're like, I don't know if that's going to get the right audience, if it's going to come across the way we think it's going to come across, if it's going to offend someone, then yeah, maybe not.
And I think speed is super important for trends and hopping on them, right? Like it's gone. Like everyone's talking about.
We're the only people left talking about Coldplay.
Yeah, exactly. But the Savannah Bananas, the next day, so the event happened, they had a game the next day. The same night, the CEO owner was like, we got to do something with this. Their whole team came together. That night, by the time the game happened the next day, they were doing something similar in the fashion of like the kiss cam or whatever it was. So you got to be fast when it comes to trends. And, sometimes you need outside support or you got to have internal systems in place in order to capitalize on those trends that might pop up.
Right. One more thing on that point is like, as far as being quick, I think also you have to be afraid of not overproducing it. It's like,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, if you can, right, in that specific situation with Savannah Bananas, like they had the resources, they did a really cool thing with it. But as far as like creating content or whatever it may be, it's like just get it done.
Right.
If it's going to be funny, it's only going to be funny because you did it in that amount of time.
Yeah.
Agreed. And not because you used this particular camera and this lighting and all that stuff.
I think brands will open up more to it. To Keith's point, there's going to be certain red flags or yellow tape of things that they won't touch. But I do think they'll start to try to be more creative around the things that they can and try to get involved. So
sure.
Yeah. I mean, brands are like starting to ditch on brand posts in favor of more like creative, entertaining, unpolished content. And I mean, we've seen that trend now for 2 years, right? But I think more brands are now willing to be unpolished.
And it all goes back to the goals. It's like, what are you trying to get out of Be Around Social in the first place? Is it just to keep eyes on your content, keep eyes on your brand, keep your brand in people's mouths? Then try everything.
Agreed.
Be quick. Try the trends.
Yep.
Cool. I think this is a great first episode. I think we crushed it. Should we sign off?
Yeah, we can sign off.
All right.
So thanks for tuning in to episode 1 of Seriously Social. We're going to be doing these weekly, and we're going to be talking about the latest trends happening in social media, AI, tech, and specifically marketing. So if you watch this episode and you know a creator that is doing social commerce really well, tag them in the comments below. We want to check out what they're doing and learn from them. Or if you have any questions, just leave a question below.
I'd honestly, to follow up on that, would love to know if you're somebody who's bought something on TikTok, drop it in the comments as well. I would love to know what it is that you bought. Like I mentioned, I haven't bought anything, but I think it's piqued my interest and I'd like to see if there's something that I would buy. But you know what to do. Hit the bell, subscribe, signing off.
Okay. Keep creating, keep scrolling. This is our very first episode, so if there's anything that you would like to hear from us or want us to talk about, we're totally open to anything. Leave that in the comments as well, and we'll see you next time.